I have accepted that I'm never going to get through the parts of speech in class, and I wanted to make sure that you got them. So we're going to go through these because it's one thing to look at the definition and say, yeah, that makes sense. A noun's a thing, a verb is an action. It's another thing to look at a word out in the wild and say, wait a minute, what kind of speech, part of speech is this? So these are my tips and tricks for trying to figure out what kind of word is this. Because also keep in mind that the same word can be like a verb in one context and a noun in another. Words can kind of change part of speech depending on the context, depending on the sentence. So if something's a noun, a good hint is like if you can make it plural or possessive. So for instance, just in this sentence, can you make it plural? Can you make them plural? Okay, it is our noun. Um, does it answer the question who or what? Does it follow an article? Like, can you stick the in front of it or an? Um, so if I was to try to say, does it the follow? That doesn't make sense, right? Because follow is actually our verb. So okay, what about an article? Oh, an. It's got that word an in front of it. I know that article is a noun. See? Also sometimes thinking of demonstrative pronouns, this, those, these. Pronouns, there's a lot of buckets of categories of pronouns. Essentially, it's a word that replaces a noun or a noun phrase. We're familiar with the, personal uh, pronouns like she, her, he, his, they, them, things like that. But also, it is a pronoun. We've got demonstrative pronouns like those and these. So you just want to think of can this word replace a noun or noun phrase? Then you've got a pronoun on your hands. Verbs, like I said, verbs I find one of the trickier ones. Um, does it show a tense? Try changing it. If you don't completely ruin the sentence, then you probably found your main verb. Um, try changed it. Try so that didn't, what about how about if you did not ruin, if you will not ruin the sentence, we found the main verb. Oh, okay. So ruin, did not ruin is our verb. Um, You can have multiple words be part of a verb because you've got main verbs and then you've got auxiliary verbs or helper verbs. And those auxiliary verbs often help to demonstrate things like tense, like have, right, is a really common helper verb. Um, Verbs also bear in mind they're not just actions, they're also states of being. So forms of to be like is, am, are, was, were, been, being. Those are also verbs. Uh, I have a link to a really helpful handout here that I recommend taking a look at. So there's just a lot more comprehensive a checklist here for recognizing verbs that I found very helpful myself. Adjectives. So adjectives and adverbs, actually, let me jump a slide. These are both kinds of modifiers. They're words that modify other words. So adjectives modify nouns or noun phrases, and adverbs, they're the most flexible part of speech we have. They modify verbs, yes, but they can also modify phrases, adjectives, other adverbs, even entire sentences. So they can get tricky. But what's most helpful, the reason I'm jumping ahead is because on my next slide, I talk about how you figure out if something's a modifier. So that means an adjective or an adverb. If you can add a qualifier to it, like very, so for instance, very beautiful, very quickly, okay, I know that's a modifier. Or if it's something that can be compared, like more, most, bigger, biggest, less, least, those are modifiers. Doesn't help you figure out if this is an adjective versus an adverb, but it does help you figure out, oh, it's a modifier and not a noun or not a verb. So the questions are the most helpful. I always have trouble memorizing these. They're helpful just to make note of and come back to. Again, bearing in mind that being a good copy editor is about knowing how to marshal your resources, right? Not necessarily memorization. So adjectives will answer questions like which one, what kind, how many. You can also think about what kind of endings on the word, like us, full, less, ish. Those are often words that are adjectives. They are often used with linking verbs, which are those verbs that tell us about states of being. So she is kind. Kind is an adjective. Is a linking verb. Um, Adverbs, they tell you where, when, why, how, or how often or how much. One trick that many of us know is that they often end with ly, but they don't always. And they're often used with action verbs. So linking verbs are often adjectives. Action verbs often have adverbs. She ran fast. Again, they're really flexible though, so they're kind of tricky that way. Lastly, prepositions, the best, so they can indicate relationships of like time or space and position. Honestly, my best piece of advice is to try memorizing examples. This first link, Preposition by the Bazillions, is very catchy and fun. It's kind of modern sounding, and it helps you just remember different prepositions: up the stairs, down the stairs. When I was a kid in elementary school, we memorized about, above, across, after, against, around, as, at, before, behind, between, beyond, by, down, during, and that's about as far as I can go. But I can still kind of get pretty far. We thought of it as all the ways you can describe a mouse running in a room, outside a room, around the room, by the room, down the room, so forth. So those are my parts of speech. I hope that's somewhat helpful. Keep these around, make notes for yourself so that you've got some, some, I can see my text messages, so that you've got some resources for yourself to consult when you get confused.